Alright, story time.
What's going on?
Story time with the Amicy Reaction Podcast.
Bro, so I
The system is just gonna come right out.
jeez.
Yeah. Anyhow, that's why we're 4 minutes and 46 seconds in. We live, baby. Good morning!
What's going on, guys? My name is Alan.
And I'm Alex.
Welcome to our Missy channel.
Listen, guys, if you're not part of the Amicy gang, go ahead and click on that subscribe button below and join us and be a part of the squad.
Oh God.
So today, guys, we've got whoa.
We're gonna do. Why is Malo in here? Ali.
This guy.
We're gonna do 2 parts.
We gotta stop leaving the door open because this guy's like, oh, they're in the closet. Let me go hang out with them.
Studio, bro.
We're doing a 2-in-1 video today. So we've got NF Interlude, and we also got NF I Hate Myself. So without further ado, let's do what we're doing our best here, guys, and hop in this video. Let's get popping.
Let's get it.
My most considered.
Is it coming in here?
It's coming out. No, play it.
Like successful moment of my life was the worst.
Oh, it's an
The
interlude.
most depressed I've ever been. Literally feeling like I'd probably be happier if I was just dead. I got a #1 on the Billboard. My song is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to run it back all the way to the beginning here because I thought it was coming
Yeah. I thought it was coming from the.
I was like, how did I mess up the audio this time? Anyhow.
No.
My most considered like successful moment of my life was the worst. The most depressed I've ever been. Literally feeling like I'd probably be happier if I was just dead. I got a #1 on the Billboard. My song is massive right now. Like, I may never have a song this big again. My tour, I think every date sold out except one date. So I literally had everything that I'd always dreamed of happening. And I didn't feel happy at all. And so I think what happened was I spiraled really bad. Because I was like, I'm here. And if this is it, there's got to be more for me. Because if this is it, like, it's not going to work.
Okay, guys, that was NF Interlude. I think it's one of those things where, as an individual, they always say it's always great to kind of strive for something else, right?
Yeah.
It's like the people that live on the spectrum of, having a goal on the calendar, but like they don't actively pursue that, right? And so for them, a lot of times they end up being happier than the people that do end up pursuing life, right? Because if I have a goal of going, I want to go to California and see my cousins. And that's a goal I've had on my map for 10 years. It's always going to be exciting for me because I know I'm not actively pursuing it. But when somebody asks me something, I'm like, oh, I just want to be able to go see my cousins in Cali. That would be a big dream because I have patients that talk to me, and those are some of their goals that they say they have, and they've been working on this goal for the past 15, 20 years, but they've never done it. Even though I'm about to go to Cali, it's $162.
Right.
But if they do end up doing that, guess what happens? Then they got to actually go, all right, now I have to put something else on my freaking calendar as a goal so I can talk about because it makes me feel good. But when you have somebody like NF or anybody else in the world that can say, you know what, I got a goal this year. You know what, I got a goal in the next month. Create enough income to go to Cali and see my cousins. Boom, they did it. What's next?
That's all part of the journey.
Because I think in life, you should, as you kind of progress through life, having goals that you want to achieve. It's kind of like one of the things that I said, and I found out that one guy said it, and I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. Like, you know how when I was 15, I used to talk about the fact that, well, I don't know if I talked to you, but I used to talk to myself and say, my future self is always the one that I'm going to be chasing. I'm never going to achieve that. But every day that I strive to be just like that guy in 5 years from now, 6 years, 7 years from now, will only make me better as a person every single day.
Right.
And then Matthew McConaughey had came out for a speech and said, I was like, that's crazy to think about. Like, I was saying this when I was 15 in Haiti. Like that, like, and then I come here, and then like 8 years later, he's saying, but having people like that and having goals on your radar that you're actively hitting, it can become to the point where you're like, I've achieved everything. This is all I've ever wanted. What's next? And it's like that moment for a lot of people. Some get past it and some don't. But you want to be one of the ones that get past that moment and go, okay, I don't need the crazy goals in life in order to continuously live and pursue life actively. It could be, I want to learn how to build a chair.
Right.
And then you start going little things. It's kind of like finding the joy and the happiness in the big thing just as much as the little things that you want to do in your life. That allows you to continuously go, shoot, okay, I'm 21 years old. I've hit the highest level. I've got probably 60 more years. What am I going to do for the next 60 years? That. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh, anyhow, guys. So we got NF, Hate Myself. So without further ado, let's do what we're doing to our best here on this view, guys. Let's get it popping.
Let's get it.
I don't see you like I should. You look so misunderstood. And I wish I could help, but it's hard when I hate myself. Pray to God with my arms open. If this is it, then I feel hopeless. And I wish I could help, but it's hard when I hate myself. Yeah, late nights are the worst for me. They bring out the worst in me. Mind running got me feeling like it hurts to think. If this is all that I wanted, I don't want it, gotta be more for me. What they core beliefs, and every morning I wake up and feel like I ain't not worth it, cause I'm at war with peace. I go to hell, welcome to the corpse of me. Look at the body like you ain't nothing but poor and weak, it's kinda weird. Lately I've been feeling like the only way for me to get away is if I pour the drink. That's more deceit, more defeat. Is this really what I'm born to be? That's what you get for thinking you're unique. So poor but I'm so wealthy. Need help but you can't help me. What else can the world sell me? Tell me lies, I still buy them like they're going out of stock, but it's not healthy. I don't see you like I should. You look so misunderstood. And I wish I could help.
So it could be a conversation in the mirror.
When I hate myself. Pray to God with my arms open. If this is it, then I feel hopeless. And I wish I could help, but it's hard when I hate myself. Yeah, late nights get the best of me. They know how to get to me. Suicide thoughts come and go like a guest to me. But I don't wanna die, I just wanna get relief. So don't talk to me like you think I'm so successful. What is success? When hope has left you, I am not a spokesman. I'm a broken wreck who's sick of doing interviews cause I hate myself. Come across like it's so easy, but I feel like you don't need me. When I feel like you don't need me, then I feel like you don't see me. And my life has no meaning, dreaming. Hands out trying to ask for love, but when I get it, I just pass it up. Throw it away and think about it later, digging through the trash for drugs. Wish I could give you what you needed, but I can't, I'm scared because I don't see you like I should. You look so misunderstood. And I wish I could help, but it's hard when I hate myself. Pray to God with my arms open. If this is it, then I feel hopeless. And I wish I could help, but it's hard when I hate myself. I walk through the ashes of my passions, reminiscing with the baggage in my casket. Get lost in the questions I can't answer. Can't stand who I am, but it don't matter. We scream to be free, but I stay captured. Knee deep in defeat of my own actions. Feel weak, but the peace that I keep lacking. Keep speaking to me, but I can't have it. But I can't have it. Keep speaking to me, but I can't have it. But I can't have it. Keep speaking to me, but I can't have it. I don't see you like I should. You look so misunderstood. And I wish I could help, but it's hard when I hate myself. Pray to God with my arms open. This is it, then I feel hopeless. And I wish I could help, but it's hard when I hate myself. Hate myself. But it's hard when I hate myself. Hate myself. But it's hard when I hate myself. And I hate myself. It's kinda hard when I hate myself. I hate myself. It's hard when I hate myself. I don't see you like I should. You look so misunderstood. And I wish I could help, but it's hard when I hate myself.
Oh, guys, like, why is it changing? All right, guys, that was NF Hate Myself. I think one of those things that I was kind of piecing together, my mind was kind of racing on that little segment, right? When he says, I don't see you like I should. You look so misunderstood. It's like I was picturing him having a conversation with himself in the mirror. And it's kind of like an out-of-body experience, just back to the same conversation we had a couple videos prior when we were talking about, like he wanted to go back, right? When he back, if I could go back and talk to my younger self, right? It could still be, he's still in that moment.
Where he's still talking to his...
So it could still be the same experience where he's still in that moment where he's not talking to himself. He's talking to himself, meaning the kid himself is, let's say the kid himself is at the playground with his sister or his siblings. And he's standing on the edge of the park. Hoodie on, hands in the pocket, looking at himself. And that's from like that perspective he's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
So he's like pretty much back in time, like looking at himself grow up and go.
So he's
through
still
everything.
back in time, and it's kind of like it's like the same conversation. I don't see you like I should. You look so misunderstood, and I wish I could help, but it's hard when I hate myself. Or we can flip it back to where it's just him in front of a mirror, talking to himself, and going. I wish I could help you, but it's so hard because you can't because you already. So it's like. A lot of times when you have to give yourself a pep talk for something you got to go through, bro, you got this. Come on, finish strong. You got this, right? It's the positivity you're giving yourself because you're trying to give yourself some edge, some imps. So you go, okay, we better kill this. Versus now you're looking at yourself in the mirror, but you can't pump yourself because of that low thing stopping you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you want to be able to be like, if I'm like this, yo, hey, don't let these voices, hey, we got this. You can't do that, right? And I think a lot of times is one of the problems that we have in society is that it's kind of like when I talk about anxiety, right? I don't have anxiety. I've never experienced anxiety, so I don't really know what it feels like. But for some people, that right there I just said, they're like, how? Because for them, they wake up and they're already operating on high anxiety, right? And it's like, and so for me, it's like, and the problem that we have is that because it's the split, right? Is that some people understand what it feels like to experience anxiety, some people don't, and you're trying to give information based on both sides. If I've never experienced anxiety, then I have no idea what you're talking about. But if you do, then you're like, I don't understand how you don't understand it. And when you focus on you tie back into a situation like this, right? Is like I can easily tell myself I talk to myself all day, every day, all the time. I have full-on conversation with myself, and it's always positive. I have never talked to myself in a negative standpoint, which is why I'm always so positive. There's some people that don't have that ability to talk to themselves from a positive standpoint. And to me, I'm like, I don't understand it because I'm so used to talking to myself from a positive standpoint.
Right.
Hey, bro, we got this. We're a beautiful day. Hey, let's get it popping. Good. Like, all of those was something that came out of me going and talking to Alex every freaking day. And I still talk to myself. But it's never like, oh, I can't. It just doesn't happen. But for somebody that is going through that life, they don't. Like that to them, like the way I talk to myself positively is the exact same way they can talk to themselves, but it's always negative. And now they're always in the battle of trying to get out of that to be able to just see the light because they see the light. But it's always the fight of trying to get past that to go. Okay, we're so close, but it's like one step forward, two steps back. It's kind of like the what they're operating out of, you know. I pray to God with my arms open. If this is it, I feel hopeless, and I wish I could help myself back to the goals that we had established. If this is it, what else is left? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Exactly. Oh, yeah. That's where my brain went. My God, I'm here for this. Anyhow.
But is it just me or is like towards the like when we first started the Search album, it was like I feel like it was more right in front of you, and then now it's just like
it's layered in.
Now it's like starting to turn like internal.
Oh.
Cause what we had, Let Me Go. We had what was the one before that? Jeez. With the hook only.
Oh, yeah, all of them have been fire hooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been getting.
So now they're going internal. So I don't know, and that's what I was saying 2 videos ago. I said I want to see the progression of this album when it started, kind of like how it ties into each other. Because when we did Mention, we saw every part of the Mention, right? Oh, Mention is probably one of the greatest albums to ever be put together. Because you get a chance to see what the Mention was from the outside perspective, on the porch, inside the Mention, and you got to go into the different rooms of the Mention.
Mm-hmm. And you had therapy sessions.
And that was an entire person. So for me, it's like I'm trying to figure out where the kind of the path he's taking with this album.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you guys already know because you guys are big fans of NF. So please let us know in the comments because we'd love to check it out as far as getting the information that you guys might have.
Could it also be like the search of him finding his true self?
Oh, that could also be. That could be it. So I don't know. We'll see as we kind of go for. I thought Interlude was like a whole song by itself, even though we did the Eminem, and I was like this, and
then you just hear him talking, and like, is this
part of the song? What's happening?
Yeah.
Listen, guys, we're big fans of NF on this channel. If you're not, we don't care. You can go because NF is dope. If you're not part of the Amicy gang, go ahead and click on that subscribe button below and join us in all times. Don't cheat yourself.
Love thyself
and keep it Amicy. Peace.
I live inside my own world of make-believe.